Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you all my recipe for Pholourie. I like my Pholourie a little more on the flour based side, but I'll show you all how this comes out and I'll tell you all how you can do the dal version, which I already have a recipe for on my channel. So I'll also link that for you all down below. This is going to be the perfect balance of both. We're going to start this recipe by putting some turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon, into our 4 cups of flour. To that, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. And I like using flour with a high protein content, so like King Arthur or Country Pride is best. In goes a sugar. And here I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of split pea powder. This is what's going to give this Pholourie the best texture inside. Not too much of the split pea powder because it can make a really dense Pholourie and we want it light and airy. In goes yeast. And as I showed you guys which one I use because it's the one that I get here. Give this a quick mix just to mix together all of those dry ingredients. Now we're going to blend some green seasoning, so garlic, pimento pepper, and cilantro or shadow benny, and place it into that dry mixture. Now you can put as much or as little of that seasoning as you like, but it does flavor it really nicely. Give this a quick mix and then add in water to help bring this together. You're looking for a really soft dough, something not as runny as pancake, maybe more of a cake batter consistency is what you're going to be looking for. So you want to mix everything really well, keep adding the water a little at a time and mixing that in. In total I use 2.5 cups of water, but different brands of flour would absorb different amounts of water. So once it comes together, you want to beat it really well. This is the trick to getting a really nice Pholourie. Beating that flour for about, I would say, 5 minutes. You want the gluten to form and you want it to be really nice and light and airy. So once you finish do this, we're going to go ahead and cover it and store it in a warm place until it doubles in size. Now once you notice that your dough is ready and it has doubled in size, you're going to place your oil to heat up, and you want to place this on my electric stove. I'm going to put it at a 6. You want your oil to be really nice and hot but not screaming hot, so 350 degrees Fahrenheit is what you're going to go for. I'm using this mini ice cream scoop, and that way I don't have to dirty my hands, but if you wanted to use a spoon or use your hands for this, of course you can. So you're just going to scoop out, and you want to wet the scoop a little bit and then you place it into your oil. Now you're going to test one. If your oil is not hot enough, you see it's not really bubbling and fizzing up in there, I'm just going to leave that in there to fry until the oil is hot enough. So when the oil is hot, you see how it's bubbling? That's what you want. You're going to start dropping in the Pholourie. Now you'll notice I'll dip my scoop into that glass of water. That's just going to help the Pholourie release easier. And I love this method. I actually love how I don't have to dirty my hands. It's so perfect and it's so easy to do it like this, especially if you're doing it by yourself at home. And we're just going to take the first one out. I'll show you guys just now what it looks like on the inside, but you're going to let these fry. They would take about 2 minutes. You want to make sure they cook properly. Let me break into this and show you all. It's absolutely pillowy, soft and airy. So many air pockets in there. A really delicious and perfect Pholourie. Now I don't make my Pholourie balls really huge, but if you wanted to make them bigger, you can. You want to drain the oil out really well, and then put them into a bowl lined with paper towel or parchment paper, or if you have brown paper. And then you just continue frying the rest of pholourie until you're done. And they're just simply delicious, great for a wet and stormy weather. Just look how perfect it looks on the inside. Not too heavy, not too light, just perfect. Dip into your favorite sauce, and I love using this ready-made sauce. I use the concentrate mixed with some hot water and some green seasoning. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Try it, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next video. If you have any recipe requests for me, you can either email it or leave it in the comment section. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.